A life suspended, the Adriana Smith case. Adriana Smith, a 30-year-old nurse, envisioned a bright future. A loving mother to a 5-year-old son, she embraced life with open arms. In late 2024, she discovered she was pregnant with her second child. Her world took a devastating turn in February 2025. Smith suffered a medical emergency. Doctors found blood clots in her brain. She was 21 weeks pregnant. Despite medical intervention, Smith was declared brain dead. Smith's tragedy became entangled with Georgia's strict abortion law. This law bans abortions after fetal cardiac activity is detected. This typically occurs around 6 weeks of gestation. The law includes an exception if abortion is necessary to save the woman's life. However, the application of this exception in cases like Smith's remains unclear. Doctors at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta found themselves in uncharted territory. Their medical training urged one course of action. The law seemed to dictate another. Smith's family grappled with their grief while facing agonizing decisions. The case sparked outrage and ignited a heated debate about reproductive rights and the law. Trapped by law, navigating Georgia's abortion ban. Georgia's abortion law, passed in 2019, is one of the most restrictive in the United States. The Heartbeat Bill bans abortions after 6 weeks, often before women know they're pregnant. Proponents say it protects unborn rights. Opponents argue it infringes on women's autonomy. Doctors face legal risks for performing abortions after 6 weeks, even if the woman's health is at risk. The case of Adriana Smith highlights the law's complexities and unintended consequences. Caught in the middle. Medical ethics and legal mandates. The medical community grappled with the ethical implications of Smith's case. Physicians, bound by their oath to do no harm, found themselves caught between their professional obligations and the dictates of the law. Smith's condition, classified as brain death, presented a particularly agonizing dilemma. Brain death, defined as the irreversible cessation of all brain function, is legally recognized as death in all 50 states. In typical cases, families and medical teams make end-of-life decisions based on the patient's previously expressed wishes or the family's preferences. However, Smith's pregnancy introduced a new layer of complexity. Georgia's abortion law, with its limited exceptions, placed doctors in an untenable position. Removing Smith from life support, the standard medical practice in cases of brain death, could be construed as an illegal abortion. Continuing life support, while legally mandated, went against the very principles of medical ethics that guide end-of-life care. A family's agony. The human cost of legal battles. Lost in the legal and ethical debates surrounding Adriana Smith's case was the profound suffering of her family. Smith's mother, April Newkirk, faced every parent's worst nightmare. She watched helplessly as her daughter lay in a hospital bed, her body sustained by machines, her mind gone forever. The family's grief was compounded by the agonizing decisions thrust upon them. They were forced to navigate a legal and medical maze, their every move scrutinized by lawyers and the court of public opinion. The emotional toll was immeasurable. Newkirk found herself thrust into the role of advocate for her daughter, a responsibility no parent should have to bear. She grappled with the weight of these decisions, torn between her desire to honor her daughter's memory and the legal constraints that dictated her options. crossroads for reproductive rights. Broader implications. Adriana Smith's case highlights the consequences of restrictive abortion laws. It has sparked a national conversation about reproductive rights and government roles in healthcare. Advocacy groups like Sister Song condemn the situation. They call for legal reforms to protect women's autonomy and health. Smith's case underscores the need for laws that respect women's health and autonomy. See you in the next video.